So I set up a team, then I become.
Many other people, when they come into politics, you go see them tell you, I start for Council of Symbol. You just go direct for the Member of Parliament?
Well, yes, it happens. The former MP BDA, we will get competition, the winner of 3 big contests for the symbol. But the good thing will be happen, may not be the youngest among them, then I'll be able to set up the team, and the team is very proactive. The team will be set up very, very active in the process. So, then again, I put God at the center. Because in all of these things, so we do not God we did before, and I'm thinking that God do the favor for me for the symbol, then I will for represent people.
Inside this program, we don't host many members of parliament, and the story is similar to the story. We tell I be in the NGO world, I be in the private sector world, but at some point I decided for kind to politics. What are that thing we can actually drive on?
Well, like I said, when I be the go camera, the people that they tell me say the representation, the person they represent to, they represent too well, because we get issues with them. And interestingly enough, politics, it can happen. Today, people that really support me, not support me, because the expectations they expect with me for them not happen. But it can happen to the other person, and things like that happen to them. The time we get people ready for support, and when I come on surface and see this that we border, they all can support me. And when they support me, now I make a people for drive that massive number. In fact, my brother, who come to 2018 elections before they get the symbol, I've been able to do things that the constituency will end up to do. Like for example, where free education not be there at the time, maybe they provide scholarship for beginning, and they provide sanitation for some certain communities. For example, one community, my community, I've been in toilets, I've been in water, we elevate markets. At the time, I'm not done be MPS. Then at the same time, I look at speaking where they sit MPS, where they can force different schools within the constituency. I provide scholarship for them. I provide learning materials, books, and all of that for them. So then they make the people they look at and say, this is a serious person. They will kind of help people there. And to this point, I still continue that life. I'm not doing before I be MP. When I be MP back, I continue for giving the support.
This activity don't bring many issues when it comes to around parliamentarians and then constituents them. When they argue, it's not a responsibility that one day for take development. Now there's responsibility that 3 functions, represent oversight and pass budget. Why is it that one can bring this as part of a core responsibility, but later when I ask for I begin arguing for mandates?
Of course, like you said, not only mandates, not only responsibility for careful development, because we get the local council acts. We actually make provision for the local council for take care of development and the rewarding of constituency system. But we people don't understand that in politics. The fact that they not even get who that they will reach out to. They might go get mayor, different districts and also. But the non-people won't go to mayor. The only person they interact with often are the member of parliament. So if they get issues we get for the development, then they won't go to the member of parliament. Between 6 they won't go to the member of parliament, they go to councillors. And the same way they vote for the member of parliament and the same way they vote for the mayor and the councillor. Until we come this 2023, we district block system they vote before, and the same way they vote for. So the representations be done the only people they be done secure before this time. Over the years, if I now say the 60s, YNP would they as minister. So then they drive development and then district and regions. So the people they don't used to that. And they're not getting nobody that has passed the MP. So those half development where they can most of the time the people they would rather cancel you and ask you that they go to council or they go to mayor. 2018 you come to parliament, right?
Yes. In 2020 people re-elect you because of free elections on 10, you get the capacity for move and the issues of the district to go before. Let me watch out your presentation style.
Yes, of course you self on there around the corridors of parliament, of course say one regular MP. Obviously then happens I come now Parliament 2018 with the highest votes in the whole country. I get the highest vote, the absolute figure. I get the highest vote in the whole country. So the people that believe in me and I come and they still believe in me. So I come in 2018 at a couple of things in my constituency, even though, like you said, it's not really responsibility. But the things then for make sure that people then believe in me and be able to bring me back to the That's representation in Parliament. I don't happen for the chairman for communications and information at the time when I'm just splits the ministry. So I don't say the split the ministry. So I happen for the chairman of communication. Up to this point, we are chairman of communication.
We'll only be and take short break and we'll come back to the continue with the program Insai Parliament. Welcome back to the program Insai Parliament, when it comes to inform the society for the democracy 98.1 FM. Today inside the program we can in a parliament building, and we talk to one member of parliament, Honorable Munda, and a representative under the Sahel People's Party ticket na Kenema district. We discuss with them on issues of national interest and safety. Them we don't do personally as member of parliament. So come to again, Honorable, welcome again to this other half of the interview. If you talk about things them we see don't do as member of parliament since they elect you in 2018, let me take them from there again.
So like I say, the representation, if of course we don't there around. When people never question representation, I don't there as chairman for communication and information. That's in the not split the ministry. Then before they split the ministry, I don't come back as chairman for communications, technology and innovations. So I don't there for represent the people, and of course we rule as members of parliament. The three functions, I don't execute them very well in this well of parliament, and I don't represent the people there. Not only the constituency, but the entire country.
Let me go, but direct benefit, will people not benefit from the leadership so far?
Of course, for the first thing we they elect me for make law, we don't make law where they don't benefit the people there. But primarily, we don't make laws in this country, we don't drive beneficiary for, we don't have benefits for the people there, and it's a lot of good things we don't do for the people there. Then we don't represent the people, they can not represent the young people then, like the constituents, the districts, it don't benefit or reach them. Then also, I provide oversights. The oversights will provide for the people then, of course, not for checks and balance in ministries, MDs and departments, what we do. Then, so like, basically we don't do one parts. But if you come by some theory, I don't do from the people then, like, some years, 2 years back or years back, I don't do 6 classrooms for the people then. In particular, communities really deprived of education, they get school. So that they pair up one classroom, they pair up 2 streams rather, class 1, class 2. So what I go see that kind of situation, I build 6 classrooms, 1 office for the principal, the teacher, and I do 6 doors of toilets for them. I don't do that. Of course, we know say we not get money, we not get constituency development fund, but then they come off out of waiting me and small and get friends where they help me for that construct that. Equally so, sometime 2022, I give microfinance loan to the woman them. I get huge membership when I woman them. I give them 200 million cash on top of the table for direct microfinance for support the woman them. Where they go keep meeting in the office, they're always still at the office. I don't provide that, and that microfinance really help them small. But also right now, as I talk to you, I don't build barrier in different communities. Currently, as I talk to you, so I do health center for one particular community where they give pride. Because waiting they happen, waiting make I do the health center, no central government program. But the people that we say, now to me they can cry to say, honorable, we don't get hospital. We congratulate them, we better woman them can get issues and that. In community large, we don't get hospital. For drive, come out with it, for going to government hospital, extremely difficult. So if you give me one clinic, but one clinic they already, that clinic that they pay for that clinic every year, I've not helped them for pay. But what if it don't happen now? They don't give them notice for commodity and they decide for getting it. So currently I don't go 60% of the structure. We'll soon by April by God's power we'll complete it and hand over.
With all what you don't talk, so when it comes to lawmaking, representation and putting people on directly benefit from the intervention so far in the district, you satisfy as a member of parliament 7 years or 8 years old in this particular office?
Yeah, of course. I'm not getting no regrets for even left my job as head of public sector a bank. And today, I get as member of parliament. I'm not going to regret because I feel satisfied that I don't really represent the people then, and I deliver for the people then.
Okay, let me go back to the issue of lawmaking. Several laws have done pass since 2018 to now. We should not the word when they pass them law and they. At any point in time, law don't come before parliament. You decide, okay, you know, let me take this bill first to the people and let me know what the input or what the idea what they want to make us say on their behalf in the role of parliament.
Of course, we now can go literally say that we call community meeting. We get community radio, now we communities then. We get TV, now we communities, and where they can ask really the township the monitor. So most of the time, like recently said, this constitutional amendment will come up to, they do interview, we they discuss it. They will come, we get critical bills, we they discuss it. We will come with NATCA for change national telecommunications to a national authority. We discuss the bill on radio platforms where it cater for everybody because we're not able to call certain people. We can call town by meeting at the constituency large. As a matter of fact, I get the largest constituency if you put on yes. So at that time, but currently we cater for everybody on media. We will go on radio, we discuss different radio stations. We discuss all the issues and for enlightening the people about what they have.
Somebody go they listen out to the program and go say that one day for educate the public or educate on a constituency and say that this bill before we now and at this and this bill it's time for do. But the input is very important also. Because on behalf of them on behalf of the people lost them.
So just like what you're talking about, like when you invite me for going to the station, I go 98.1, we discuss how you get the inputs. Now how people they text and call.
Okay.
Eventually they text and call, they make the inputs, so they put them down. Because the fact is when you get certain podium for what talk, you know it gets everybody for talk. So until you just get not so many people for talk. But when they open the phone line, you get past hundreds of calls where you get for do with interest that get for do the particular bill in the discussion. So you as member of parliament you get reason for take notes on all plenty for you for catalog them, for bring that account to make out as a debate point.
Any building we go on for reference?
Of course the gender act.
Okay.
We don't cover down of course the Giveaway Act, the Women's Act, we don't in fact Dandy is so exciting for the woman then, even the people I'll tell you one thing. The man then they look at threats. When they say, oh, the presidency will be 30% to the money, we people they not be like man, they say, oh well, woman they will be sabiling for the kitchen. But we tell them so the dynamics will change. You know we keep women in the kitchen. Now we get women as paramount chiefs. We don't get women that are different chieftains, look at their head as paramount chiefs. So we don't put women in the kitchen, we don't bring a candidate before. for let us say can join the money for make development in this country. So these were the conversation we don't bring. A lot of bills that we don't bring where people they participate. And you make that you catalog that you make a debate point with the way the way debate are. So that the voice of the people they debate.
7 years now this particular institution, any bill they with parliament don't pass. We for you as a member of parliament legally want for make slight changes into that bill or that acts they will pass.
Yeah, of course. Most of the bill in the kind of parliament now, I think say from the privilege stage, we can only discuss the opinion from that point before we talk about the world. For example, the repeal of the Part 5. We and the Navy University, they don't give journalists every reason for rights, for talk, everything, as long as you don't go beyond the person in human rights. That one day, now between way we look forward for what we get. Yes, but again, when people will bring and say, okay, look out another act, the cyber act. The cyber act, people they say like they can't counter the repeal. The cyber, but it wasn't like not for that reason. So the contribution to that, really for make things clear. For example, if you get a reason as a journalist that you get to free speech, the rights you do, but at the same time not infringe into my rights. Not go, if you infringe into my right, the law they will protect me back as well, rights. For them for sue you, not to government to sue you. So these are controversial things that people they will look at say we not going to put the nexus together. But for we still say it's very important to get an act for protecting even the person's personal rights and as well as the journalists.
So for you, you satisfied with all laws with Parliament don't pass and amend?
Everything we pass that is well. And I make could scrutinize them properly first before vote and away for passing the
let me watch one agreement we recently don't they make the rounds in media that are the care for the China 7th railway, the Mashaka and Wellington road with the Chinese company they made. At some point, you know, been in a parliament, then agree for acting inside 2015. But our amendment to that agreement they didn't come with plenty of people oppose parliament, so I'll not be looking inside the agreement thoroughly.
Now, may I tell you, any agreements we can at this parliament, like I say, we go to an privilege. Whether you don't count them, we go to an privilege, we discuss them. All the grey areas in you will be able to rectify or be able to clarify all the grey areas in before Qatar well. That agreement will talk to will not be there at this parliament.
But the amendments
will come,
be there.
Yeah. And specifically, we get agreement we get for tie the government. Like we can say no more government and continuity. It depends how you continue and how the process starts. The initiation of that agreement now then we get issues with. So if you're not able to handle that initiation in the process, the beginning, because that's it. Just the people who born picking now, you want Gian Jaloni. They're now in the process one can be Amundani. It will take you a long process for changing that name. But if you get other middle name, so they can say, why I bring that scenario? Now just to make you know. The initiation of that agreement
it be bad. See the confirm.
So of course.
Okay.
Of course. If you don't give how many years to a particular company, then you don't give them a lot of reasons for say if you don't do A, B, C, we'll withdraw this agreement. They can pass. At the time many people say, well governments within our governance, you need pass law at your own period. You need pass law say at your own fury. Sometimes they do them, they go back at you. So that agreement will not be the option as government, will not be the option as parliament, but we need for protecting the country.
Want to rectify the agreement?
Yeah, of course. We have to come
back.
We
say we need to go back and correct the mistake that maybe happened in the initial stage.
You know where they can tie agreements, it will take you a lot of process for you to go for the rectify and back.
Not been to get the energy for going.
No, not energy. Everything we did for everyone. We get every reason for look at her and we look at every bit of that agreement. But we don't get no options but to continue for amendment and move on.
And now the issue, you see the IGR report where they say the people that don't collect over $175 million. Government only benefits $1 million out of that agreement. When as parliament, when the parliamentarian, when you see this, how you feel?
We really feel good. Most of the agreements, some agreement in the way, in fact, it was the man itself, we don't commit. Like for example, the agreement with one of my African minerals we make, they must pass this one. Agreement that only they don't kind of this well under the Mines and Minerals Act, where they don't do, it must pass this. So now you make we constrained at this point. Certain things and you may tie the country into an agreement. You always left loophole in case government can want to change them. But now, if you want to change something, somebody take you to court, the highest court or this, that. The government, if they win the government have to pay all the damage they need. So you have to understand the dynamics, you understand the process, then before you ever think, say, now about this particular agreement.
Another concern also therefore do with the next page agreement. We from 2000 to now, they only collect every passport on behalf of the Salon people, but government not doing nothing. That one itself not to concern.
This is not the first time I hear from the chief immigration officer, the toxic government and they get anything from them. Because agreements where they can make, we believe say government for benefits from them. When see done the agreement already done the elapse, so we'll counter that. We'll see to you. Okay. We will make recommendations. Whatever the case, we will make recommendations to make sure say government benefit. Because one thing for sure, I know, government for benefits for anything, any agreements, and with another government and people.
Okay. I know we will like out again to one issue we make so many attention na social media and traditional media whether the removal of the Auditor General and the Deputy. Plenty people after they don't suspend them, they count on Parliament to come reinstate them. As a member of Parliament, whose side of the coin have they?
Of course that the ruling party are ruling. Yes, of course. Because if they know the removal of the Auditor General, the President gave powers for do. Which is let me say the constitutional parliament. Because the constitution gives power to the executive to the presidency. So you not get reason for question the presidency. And that constitution, not the president right out. Before president be president, that constitution was in existence. Before made the day as MP, that constitution was in existence. And I would say that amendment only for a couple of years where the people run for amendment. But it happened from Kabine time. President Kabine time, come back to former school time, now President Bio. So it's hard time for them from. Well, with the removal of the AG, for me, yes, I mean, it's a general reason for not doing one because you have to do with misconduct also sometimes. And you understand? If you don't get reason for, if you don't get enough evidence for waiting them, because the only problem is that it's tribunal. And the tribunal are the highest way where the presidency will go investigate. So if the tribunal come up with a report, me you not get power for so long. So we can this well, and you know see the opposition they support, and then we get 2/3. That will happen for that majority for all before.
We don't want to move fast forward to your position as chairman for the Communications Committee in Parliament. Let me first know what are the mandates of the various committees here so we operate in Parliament.
Of course, we as members of Parliament in different committees, everybody in different committees, all the members of Parliament, everybody in their committees. So, like for example, we in also as chairman for communications, and there's 16 other members, then would join me, all the work in other committees. And, we call mandates, like we say, we provide oversight. Okay. And then every agreement really can under that particular sector. For example, the Ministry of Communication in Alaska, making as much as the leadership, the pilots, the bill, but most of the time the chairman first. If you normally see the speaker, they always recognize the chairman for starting debates. So the chairman will enforce the study. So it means that the chairman for all these things happening around that sector.
Okay. So let's go back to the oversight we make mention of. The oversight now on government institutions them or even private involved.
And it's very for this country. If they do private works, you get minimum private because for example for example Zoo Labs. Okay. Zoo Labs get agreements with the people of this country. We then privatize SACA and Zoo Labs can't take over. The government gets shares with our government get business with them. So our government make agreements with them. So we get indications say the fiber we can of this country, we land, we get $75 million for pay to the World Bank. So Zulab supposed for the pay because at that time Salcap no really generates much. And the government, if you say you don't for pay that money, they can back up the government for pay. So when they privatize to go to Zulab to pay, they pay to ministry and consolidated fund. Then they give them payment for half a pay. Then they remit that money they need to the World Bank or Nature. So we came in for check private sector. And we check them for example, the mobile company. We check the mobile companies then for quality of service. Because if I pay, the quality happens maybe we can't talk
yeah, we reach this.
Yes, we able to provide oversight for all the questions.
Okay, one critical plenty people don't make now around the different partners and the like that. Then committee also can just grab and take action against even private player or government body them who are not get mandate for take action against them, but the only mandate not gonna make recommendations.
No, yes, you know you do parliament that's a parliament they regulate itself. Parliament get power plenty. So if you do something contrary to the law, parliament will go after you.
The people in the argue say parliament will just recommend and the executive arm of government take that action.
If you do something where, for example, me, constituency maybe for the community for cancer, they may know able for talk on the behalf. They talk, we take action as parliament.
What can
parliament will only give, of course, parliament.
Then another one,
Mr. Speaker, they give order, and that order Mr. Speaker will give for execute.
Who's partner the law and the on this one?
Parliament they regulate itself.
Okay.
If you go look at section 92, 93, they see all the sections for parliament. If you can answer as private sector, you affront parliament. The parliament they follow you heavy. So we get the laws that way they protect we and make sure so we to follow, we to not follow. But at the same time, the private sectors then get for answerable to the people. You know you provide service for the people then, they don't expect from them they question you. They question you.
How I can feel, especially you as chairman of a committee, when I give ruling or I give order, the body will not give that order they on no go ahead and execute the order.
Well, you know can be saying every order we can give some order in a day, for example, we will give maybe we can retract it for some reason. Because some consideration of the day life. Well, as long as we are human beings, we can make a decision, or maybe you can retract it. You have for specific reasons, and the reason if you enough, then you can go for retract.
What about one and all with that? Then when cannot give order, say for instance, this particular body for do A, B, and C, don't you not do one?
Well, I'm not feel say anybody the way you give instruction for making order if you not give reason. If you do that one day, that means you now affront to parliament. We affront, you know the consequences of that. You contempt parliaments, you know the consequences.
When I know they get the issue, so several times, plenty of the committee them can give instruction to certain body, but the body don't do it.
Well, you know, witness that they say body they don't give instruction to body not do. If body not do, for example, they give instructions to specific institutions to do this. If not do, there might be reason, and that reason can don't proffer to parliament. Then parliament will look into the reason. For example, we own case. We will get meeting not just make that maybe that will understand, make you understand.
Okay.
We get meeting, a joint meeting with Committee on Communications and Committee on Transparency on the data issue.
Yeah.
So when we clean at the meeting, collectively, they say, okay, for me, they reverse in 24 hours. They want the 24 hours.
Yeah.
So they began the reason for reverse that particular time 24 hours. But when they come here, they write letter immediately. It's not just 24 hours. Immediately write letter to NATCA. NATCA write letter to Parliament. For plea, which we say, look, we put hold on the 24 hours. Because for do the reversal in 24 hours will be extremely difficult. So make we give them time for look, we allow them for explain to me the process. To be honest, we all at that time they're extremely emotional. We're not going to listen safe. Because we're going to admit with fixed mind that now cheated don't cheat everybody. But until again, as members of parliament, for come back for listen for the second time, for now get clear explanation. If you find out that first meeting, all my talks already listen to them. It will be one more for all the matter. But again, now business we do. We believe for listening. We get back and right to we say in NASCAR, we get law. So the law protects everybody. We never go against the law. The law never go against everybody. But until you break the law. So we make a law. NASCAR, Telecommunication Act, Authority Act, make provision. Say if you want for you as mobile company, yeah, if you want for do tariff adjustments or anything you want for increment, you for come to NASCAR with a proposal. So that issue, that particular meeting, there was a rank call between everybody. So we're not able to listen to them. But when we call the second meeting, then the DG able to explain to we say yes, they get a proposal with the right to them say this will be promotion. And it be good for them to understand within a promotion. It be good for them to understand within a tariff. It be good for them to understand within an increment. It be good for them to understand within not to increments. So they even for put on to we say they not increase tariff. Which they do not promotion they get to them pool. So for example, Orange then CEO make reference to they get a particular app, Maxit. They say don't go on Maxit, you find out. So they bring kind of analysis to me. Raw analysis for me they explain to me say, now this make this thing happen so. Now, what we as members of parliament be really concerned about? It's not about the data when them pull the 60 days when them pull the goods at all. Now the quality of service. For me, important to me because I like you pay 60 million. If you're not able to get speed, you need to get quality of service. The money they go every time for nothing. And this time, that platform they get where they able for adjust them to their own level. For any time you go subscribe, me as you don't answer buy data. Nobody give me for free. They buy data. Nobody give me for free. So that's why we do so. You're a customer, and they protect me and they protect yourself. But again, the investors will protect them back as well. We know they do something, we will not get enough reason, they will ask them for lock. For example, if we say today, Lord, we lock Orange, or Africell, or QCell, we brought us the money they lost their job, them all. All the Sierra Leoneans say they lost job. In fact, the day they say we lock Orange or QCell, first people they go after, are the Sierra Leoneans they go. And the first that they go after. They say no, our family, our people they don't lock this place. Because government will provide job for everybody. Let me say private sector important than governance. You bring in private sector for help government, for the government increase viability, let government increase revenue, delivery service, everything for the service of delivery, everything for the in place.
The argument saying a promotion so they can put some you out they want to put some. When we be inside that people encounter the argument, they say promotion they get specific time period. They don't know they get specific time period. Yes. Up to now we still the whole.
So that might be the mistake where we bring them come to speed. That in fact don't know the regulations not to that effect. Because we talk to the DG of NATCA saying make them bring regulations. Okay. We get for those promotion, we get for those mode of communication. So it means if you want to change one specific issue or something we get for the public, how you the communicator? Let the people then get clarity. Let the people go na radio, go na different media houses, make sure the people then get clarity as to what you need to do and give a specific time. For example, if you want to bring promotion, I mean you don't bring promotion forever. Promotion for the timeline. So I say you go do promotion for 1 year, you do promotion for 2 years, but that's a long for promotion because by the time you go say why pull out, people don't used to it. And when you used to it, we want pull out then I'm a pain.
And this still there for the two mobile company.
Yeah, well they still there in the conversation, we still there like I tell you, I don't bring them come under massive pressure for them to bring come alternative for the people. If you know able for buy 60 million, you're able for buy 100 million. But then we see how many people bring something for them. Because if na promotion I say, we bring additional promotions for the least month options.
And I believe the finalization that one day inside the last time.
I remember you contribute to that.
Yeah, we get with them. Yeah. So one for no how far now don't come. It's that's one day. They don't bring options. Now the team it be 60 million. Then shoot and go up 100,000. What you ask them for bring options?
They don't bring some options to the DG. The DG don't begin discuss with the minister.
Okay.
A couple of options.
What are the options?
Well, we not go for these options and now because we know will not approve the options they need. But they don't bring a couple of options to the DG and to the minister now. They don't conversation. When they don't down the Brand Council, we for all look at the options, then they'll be able to call them back. Say these are the options we don't agree for give to the public, and then the public go about it.
Parliament not involved in any way and do discussion there, so because somebody would fear and now say
we
they're not culture that
engineer. We get a member.
We're not too different from what's not already.
We get members in the parliament who are engineers, then will assign to NATSCA for many before the part of that process. They may deal with the mobile company, but any options where they can do NATSCA, they get for calling members of parliament for discuss, and the members of parliament they come back to and say, this is not good, this is good, this is good.
From what you know so far, how affordable the option they are so they?
Well, basically, with the affordability, the people get access and affordability. It's not about one for free. They need to do one for free because our business and they do. They never give somebody say for free because for me, necessarily now, I'm going to give data for free. You said we're going to give data for free, but our business they go do. If you when we pass around this country, we see the infrastructure, we see everything they get. I mean, they don't invest. But at the same time, how they able to recoup that investment in? Now how they get the customer base. The only thing I can see, the emphasis there no more at the quality of service. I know how for students make call before call. It don't happen.
We did on the quality, but we still done with the option first. We then they can put together now. For Mutuna no again, we will get drop in the cost for 2 Mbps per second.
I know, like I say, I know for decide that day now because it don't kind of parliament it. But when kind of parliament then I can even authoritatively say not this.
Okay.
But in dinner discussion level where they will discuss and Brand Council be and so.
As chairman, you don't think say don't be a while that one day for the happen all this twice since the last meeting?
Yes, because now therefore deal with public, it deal with investments, it deal with risk. So you get for take your time with the ground. Not do and watch today, tomorrow they pull up. We know how many do today they pull up tomorrow. What made them do and maybe take you some time, then you don't assume it's not promotion, they don't say not promotion. But they will do and they will benefit the people then back. Then it take you some time back, then will say okay they pull up. Yeah, at least we don't get a clear understanding it's not promotion. Like I want to emphasize they really need for coming to regulation, whether for doing it how for the promotion, how for doing communications and all of that. Very important. Because mobile company just government will say at the time the program, then it's sending out to people after 1 year they say no, the people are going to make profits. No. So then we get regulations. First regulation of the way they protect, way they guide the mobile company how for the promotion. So we need that regulations in there. Why did they bring the regulations? They bring the options and they do the regulations.
You just acknowledge say don't be a while. This option therefore don't come long before Parliament. Parliament look inside and agree for them, then go back and implement the option in this.
Certainly we can soon.
How soon?
Certainly soon. Trust me on that.
Look, say before the end of February?
Yeah, I trust that.
By the end of February, we don't get options on the internet.
The oil don't provide options.
Okay.
They converse, they then in that discussion level where they will bring their country to follow reform.
Let me move away from that one day. You say acknowledge the fact say they possibly and buy the internet, even for use them, I like it expensive. But challenge on being that some of them over network here, so you go this on side, not even get network browse. You go this on side, go put your phone flight mode. What are the discussion around this issue? Well,
I will tell you, I know how for name a specific mobile company, but all of them get network problem. They all get quality of service problem. So NATSCA basically don't get company where they don't bring we drive tests.
Okay.
So all the siding, the mobile company name now they provide the area of siding quality. So for example, we'll go apply. We'll go check Orange in all the sites. Signing the way they go again, so it's not that the mobile and the tower so they make convenient get. But until we say they be optimized, they move from one vendor to another vendor. So that vendor where they move from the other vendor, it means they get for change the entire system and then they change it. So we'll see. But we begin in timeline. Let's say on this one, tell them say we give them 3 months, then tell us we will give them 6 months. And you will have very soon we'll call them back because we therefore make sure say we check the quality. We always suffer. Forget the fact say me not chairman. Okay. But if the network not they are not able to call you. But at the same time, we make sure say we get enough evidence. Now when they don't get the drive test, that mobile company will lie to me say they get quality now. They get tower now, they get for example, Orange gets mast now. We can't have a network inside this office. So, because they get tower up here, we expect say we forget quality now. But we know tell this thing that the number of people they can make we made before. Sometimes they tell you okay, they cater this quality, this cater this mast could cater for 1,000 people. But sometimes they will get 3,000 people there. It was okay, it was slow. We understand for that period, that 1 hour, 2 hours. It was slow. But after that people don't go, we still need to forget with quality. So it happen across every side, every other side, not only Orange, Africell, Orange, QCell, all, including even the one where they said data. Even the one where they said metro, they said they get quality service issues. Yes, because the data says we don't go buy. If we didn't ask you, leave you mobile, that the modem, that metro mobile, you can answer you before connect. So everybody they gets, even the ISPs, when you get like host, you connect. In which point you will struggle for disconnect and fix connect. So everybody they get quality service.
There comes in Parliament.
So we always get a regulator. Yeah, we know the join the regulator. The regulator on NATCA. We know the join the regulator on almost in the local. We get reason for the ask the regulator. Enough reasons why this thing happen. You get reason for finding. Now we don't get regulations. We don't get regulations. We didn't talk about fine. So I didn't get reason for fine. You don't get proper regulations in place. But we don't pass regulation now. For get enough power for many people for fine that they never go again. Because if you go buy bandwidth in Azure Labs, then you go buy like 2 Mbps, 2 or it depends on how many bandwidth you buy. Or 5 meg, because one can be selling small. So when they sell small for making a profit, you make sure say you may make people and get the quality they forget. Because you want to make more profits. So we don't ask the regulator for look at the reality on the ground. The reality of the quality of service is very terrible. So we don't ask them, we don't present that to them, we don't tell them say we now look into the issues. And then say that should say they look into it.
But you don't say now over 6 months.
No, well, they make calls now, much better now. For example, for Orange, how they did before, is much better now, to be honest. As much as it bad, but it's not bad like I did before. But one for many improve because now money will take by with data, now money will take by with we call them. So if you buy support, you want to call, you forget that. But we still therefore continue for engage the regulator, we'll continue for engage even the operators.
You said at the start of the interview, you confirmed that Parliament gets so much power, Parliament is regulating itself. And many people believe this, but the other side of the coin, now that people they say Parliament limited because one can be compromised.
We know the compromise, or if we compromise to a certain level now because we want to understand the issues. You understand? When we say compromise, the word compromise not to say like we did one in bad faith, we did one in good spirits. The spirit now for we get harmony for make sure to provide results. We need to compromise for no selfish gain. We need to compromise for everyone.
We don't get many attempts to BBC self. One of the now we don't confirm to this Parliament corrupt. We don't
no one agree that say Parliament corrupt.
One of them talk.
No, well, I'm not one for go to Danny because the one I believe we talk for their own interest, but not before provide evidence of the corruption. I will tell you that. Nobody before provide evidence of corruption. Nobody. I don't want to tell you that anybody will tell you that this Parliament corrupts because of your interest. Trust me. Because if you say you the blow whistle of corruption, you forget evidence. You forget evidence.
The member of Parliament may feel for provide evidence.
No, you see the.
But they bring instances them.
About what? Instances of
so many times we parliamentarians they collect from the body them where they supposed to support.
Yeah, because when they not announce corruption, nobody know that about the law, my brother. If they forget the evidence, if they don't announce corruption, it's corruption for go by the if they don't go heavy on the parliamentarians. Anybody will do that. Get evidence. We also don't know if you get evidence for anti-corruption. Anti-corruption go and will after me. And you will come to the speaker for me, they invite me for a question. Why this? Everybody. So we know that against the law. We know that above the law rather. So you know go. The only thing I would say we are not friends to the public. No parliament, no day when the public will let them. as long as you represent them, no parliament, not because the politics will do now. As much as you represent the people, we are doing politics. The one way around for many go against parliamentarians, some they in opposition. Some they in ruling. When opposition MP do something, the ruling government, the ruling people then will go after the opposition. When the ruling MP do something, or you don't go and self right, or you do some like what the conversion now. Somebody go this right and they watch me so that man be in a lie or this. Because that's their opinion. That's the feelings. So like we as politicians, one thing we President do obviously, the people they make you learn for the thick skin. They are not disability this one. Not to because we have this no talk before TV around this. I mean that means more they do no operation and they don't care about TV and all about public. But once you do public service, you know say they go for come at you. They go for blast you, they go for get backlash, so in the process you forget thick skin. Yeah. And whether you do good, you do bad, or you be neutral, you do anything, they will come at you. For example, my brother, when they do school like Kenya, why don't build 6 classrooms? This now for me in there sweat. The people that they use the school now, SLMC, now Muslim mission school. Yeah? I do 7 rooms, one for the head teacher. We get people in Kenya that can talk silly. I don't do nothing. But that's capital intensive. I not only provide and I provide furniture for the beginning back. But capital intensive. But people that still go to see maybe nothing. So we are not friends to public.
Yeah. Okay. So how long will not get the time again at the program? Another issue before Parliament are very much serious and a lot of people only talk on one of the constitution amendment. What do you think of Parliament on this?
You can't listen to the debates because right now the opinion you see yesterday at the AG right Parliament right. Anybody where you get your opinion or you get your position, it is send paper. So you can do your paper. Or your opinion, or you can do position paper. When you can move on, put all of it together. We can't be better, we can't be, because me, I'm not saying it's very important for no doing extremely important. You know, the constitution, society to the extent people that can misinterpret the constitution. How you read that, so you interpret in your way. When you interpret in your way, when you self-read and they interpret in your way, they will get arguments. But when they reach at a particular point, so it will good at this point for the interest of peace in this country. Or do some amendments. So when you interpret something, let me interpret something, let the law interpret itself.
Yeah, the concern from the opposition, even during the pre-legislative year, when it comes to the PR system and the search committee, you think say what in the bill right now, I suppose for it, you think say like the opposition give.
If you think say you as opposition or MP or so, if you feel say when the bill come, we're gonna do well. Anything we're not supposed for the day, you get reason for stand and talk about exposure. And if everybody see I'm necessary for exposure, they'll expand that. But at this point in time, we're not even going to allow for the rates. Our first reading will happen.
For you, the first past the post, you don't come na Parliament to two different systems. 2080 count at the first past the post, 2023 count at the PR system. Which one are the best one for you?
The PR system. Simple, strict to censor. PR system. PR system make you represent no bias. It represents everybody, and they represent your whole district and not the constituency. So for anything will happen, you know, in fact that we still live in that dream of constituency. Now I will go Kenema and not get constituency. The only thing will happen now because I belong to office na Kenema. When are they meet young people there. But now I meet as a district. Now district, I like the constituency now, not so particular set of people.
The school with the bill now when it starts for bill.
I don't
do it first time in election, do it first time in Parliament.
Yeah.
Now it starts for bill. So that means that the constituency bill.
Yes.
Because I'm going for ask putting among the entire district, putting make it say okay, I want to put school here.
I build the school within a constituency. Okay. Now I build the hospital right now and not doing it on as a district, on a district block system.
Within the yardstick is for saying this particular side need this
because when you do district, no means you don't get people in a ward. You don't get people in a certain place. You get people there. You understand? And then people now vote the vote you party. And when they vote you party in, means they get votes, they get needs. So if you really represent that particular district, if they see and say, you see I'm necessary for support that particular community also. Because we still get communities there. I get plenty communities there. But my district may represent. But I get communities there. We fall under the district. So now one of the reasons why they help the community.
But finally, you don't do 2 term of parliament. You get an intention for come back 2028?
Well, then they left too many people there. Because my brother, this who care of this will not go to work again. Politics, someone up. Nobody, I never go back my bank again. Me a politician, already me a political exposed person. Hey, I need to run a pass about business. And business where you run the work politics plan. So I know the Lord I work for making at this business tomorrow, this politics and
so you get essential for camp.
Certainly, yes, of course.
Okay. So let's thank you for joining me on the program today. In name now we boast Munda in the represent people on the SLP party tickets na Kenema district. Even the program they talk about what you don't do as a member of parliament and issues that we parliament don't do or take we don't benefit the country. The program na Insai Parliament na go left for today. Plenty thank you to Michael Sambola who produced the program and Japan TV make able for watch we live on our Facebook page and DJ Sugar King make able forget to be on the frequency on 98.1 FM. So to meet again same time, same station, me, your name, Rachel Mojalo.